It's official. Look who just quit career at the NFL and will take many more people with them. When Colin Kaepernick took a knee last fall during the national anthem, it immediately ignited a social media firestorm. Americans were angered to witness such open contempt for our country and those that served. No matter how the media tried to spin this deplorable action, the fury for these anti-American athletes only grew. Over the course of the year, more athletes joined in the disrespectful protest that reached a fever pitch over the past weekend when hundreds of players kneeled during the anthem. The backlash has been quick and severe as millions of fans have sworn off the NFL till these protests end. Now, one national anthem singer has quit his singing gig with the Baltimore Ravens, and there is no telling how many others will join him. Baltimore native Joey Odoms has been singing the national anthem since 2014 and is also a member of the National Guard. Odoms loves his country, and he is also an avid Baltimore Ravens fan. His dream was always to sing the national anthem for his beloved team. When longtime Baltimore Ravens anthem singer Michael Miller moved from the area, Odoms received his chance to audition. Odoms was able to beat out several other talented singers and was awarded the coveted slot to sing the anthem for the Ravens. For the last several years, Odoms has enjoyed singing the anthem, but that all changed this past weekend when he watched the entire Ravens team kneel during the London game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was when Odoms made the tough decision to resign from his singing post that has many people wondering if more follow his example. Here is more from NPR. Baltimore native Joe Odoms had been singing the national anthem at Ravens home games since 2014. On Tuesday, the member of the Maryland National Guard who served tours of duty in Afghanistan resigned. In an Instagram post, Odoms wrote, "The tone, actions of a large number of NFL fans in the midst of our country's culture crisis, have convinced me that I do not belong there." His decision to leave came 2 days after several Ravens, including retired linebacker Ray Lewis, took a knee during the Star-Spangled Banner before a game against the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. Every NFL game over the weekend featured some form of protest or demonstration of unity, as players, coaches and team owners stood with their arms linked during the anthem. 3 teams, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Tennessee Titans and Seattle Seahawks, stayed off the field during the anthem. Renewed attention was focused on NFL players during the national anthem after President Trump said Friday night that players who kneel or otherwise take part in protests during the national anthem prior to games should be fired. It was 203 years ago, not far from where the Ravens play at M&T Stadium, that Francis Scott Key penned the poem that would become the national anthem. Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner after watching Fort McHenry withstand an attack by British ships on September 14, 1814. Odom's Instagram post said, "This is not an emotional reaction to recent events, rather an ethical decision that part of me regrets but my core knows is the right choice. We greatly appreciate the work Joey did for us and we thank him," Ravens Senior Vice President of Public and Community Relations Kevin Burns said to the Baltimore Sun. The Sun also reports. A member of the Maryland Army National Guard, Odoms succeeded longtime Ravens anthem singer Michael Miller, who relocated to Alabama after the 2013 season. Odoms, a songwriter and former 911 operator who grew up in Reservoir Hill, beat out 8 other finalists for the job of singing the Star-Spangled Banner before Ravens home games. He initially expressed interest in the job directly to Ravens coach John Harbaugh. The two met when Harbaugh was visiting the base Odoms was stationed on in Afghanistan in February 2013. Odoms thanked fans for allowing me to live out a dream of sharing my gift with you. The country is sick and tired of witnessing these social justice warriors spitting in the face of our veterans week after week. Of course, these arrogant NFL players have tried to say that they do not mean any disrespect to our veterans, but how can anyone take it any differently? It is evident that our country is in the middle of a culture war that was started by Barack Obama. Over the last 8 years, Obama and his administration watered down our American culture and then bred an entire generation to despise our country. Instead of unifying our country, he created division, and now we are seeing the fruits of his labor. The majority of the country has sat back not knowing what can be done to fix the damage that was done, but that all changed when Donald Trump was elected. Now, the American people are ready to take our country back from those that seek to destroy us. These players may say it is their right to kneel and protest, but it is our right to protest them until they change their tune.